Hi, guys and gals. It's your friendly neighborhood psychic and spiritual medium, Lana K. And I am here live. And I came earlier, but I was bombarded by phone calls. So um, I just decided to do it again because nobody got to any questions that I had. And so I come back for the third time. My first video was pulled down, and then I had a lot of emergency clients calling me that needed my advice and stuff. So I had to take care of that. So I am happy to be here again. And if any of y'all, hello guys, mwah, 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 mwah. If anybody, I can redo some what I said on the last video. I know there wasn't too many viewers on, so I'll just catch you up. Hey, Angelica. And yeah, the video that I did last night that had such a good message and Junior came through and everything, it was pulled down because of the music that was played on my son's phone. And I didn't write it down and write it down immediately, and it was pulled down immediately right after just uploading the video. So I do apologize, and I'm trying to get that same feeling in today. I don't know if it's going to come across as good as it was last night because that just came effortlessly. But everything happens for a reason, and uh, so I have to be, that the message got to the right people that needed to hear it the most. And I'm sorry for those who missed the video, but I did want to talk about messages that were from XX Tentacion. He has been in contact with me a little bit and get more into the message that he gave me was that he was wanting to you guys to kind of figure out an online community where you can express creative ideas, exchange creative ideas, your vision, what you believe that the future should be like, and collaborate and talk and express openly on your opinions and be open to all different types of ideas and stuff like that. So that was what he wants from his fans, to be able to keep that momentum going, that inspiration going, being an outlet and getting through this together. And also, Anthony Bourdain, he is doing well on the other side and going through his healing process very well. He comes in, checks on me a lot. Tamia, can you contact Luz, the little girl that got hit? I will try, but I would like to do that privately. If they come through, like right now as we're talking, then I will allow that to happen naturally. But that the information from me and that other spirit is confidential, and I'm only giving out what is appropriate and not inappropriate. And especially if it's a little girl, I would probably want to speak with a family member about that. And I have to be very authentic and very, like upfront with you guys on how I work with spirit. I have boundaries, they have boundaries. I respect theirs, they respect mine. So, and that's also with you guys. So, okay, so I want to talk about Anthony Bourdain real quick, go over that. I know some of y'all caught my video yesterday, and so sorry, my video just disconnected real quick. That was weird. I want to first put out my disclosure. This is for entertainment purposes only. And if anyone walks into my house playing music or anything, I do not have any copyrights to it because I want to keep my videos out there for you to see, you know, when you need to. And so anyway, Anthony Bourdain is doing good on resting and taking a break. Also, I got messages from Michael Jackson, and he said that he would be willing to talk on to his family if anybody knows the Jacksons and how to get to them, you know, and they want a message from him. Yeah, I'm glitchy. You need to record a new location, bad connection. Yeah, it seems like that. I'm trying to get closer to my, hold on, let me check something here. All right. Yeah, I think I keep getting messages in and it's cutting my connection. Give me a heart or some notification if you can hear me okay. Well, okay, so when I get in contact with spirit, they like to mess with the electronics and the devices. So this can happen very often, and especially if I have poor equipment and I'm using my phone and Wi-Fi connection and stuff like that. So I try to give it to you the best that I can. Hopefully, it'll record so much better, and then you can catch the parts that maybe got, you know, messed up or something. So any questions from you guys that you would like insight to, my perspective of? I did forget to tell people about their homework in the second video, the second redo video. And that was to, I'm going to try to be here every other week for you guys and do this Q&A. And I would like everybody to take a look at heart meditation and trying to center yourself. These are going to be extremely hard times. Can you tell that I really miss him? And I've been going through a lot of depression and I need his help. Yes. I haven't, you know, I hear his voice and I feel him a lot. I don't generally see apparitions. I see pictures in my mind. I see voices, but I don't want, you know, that takes way too much energy for to conjure itself up in an apparition. So I use other techniques. And but he is with you. He is always with you guys. He's always pushing you on. And Marcia asked, how's Junior doing? Junior is still a little restless. He is not as angry as yesterday. He's calming down a little bit at a time. Hi, Nina, my parents passed and wondered. Please email me if I haven't got to you. I'm sorry. Email me psychiclanna@gmail.com and I will respond to you quickly. I'm going to move my incense out of the way here. The smoke is from my incense, by the way. And I have candles lit and stuff. So you see them in your dreams, Nina. Well, that is very common. I dream about my daughter that passed away 18 years ago. She comes to me in dreams. That's them. And they are, so not a lot of people get that opportunity to have to remember their dreams with their loved ones. Most people often connect with their family in the dream realms, but they often don't remember them because they could leave the human aspect of yourself in pain. So sometimes we don't get to remember those meetings that we have with our loved ones. So, any other questions? You had a dream about X today. X is visiting a lot of people's dreams. They are as they were. Well, I mean, they, like before they passed, Nina, they're like they were before they passed, like they've not aged, or they look good, they look healthy. Yes. Okay. See, they're fine. They're at peace. And I think that they want you to be at peace. And, know that they're always with you, that you carry them wherever you go. They're always looking out for you. I mean, I can see them like right behind your shoulders, like, encouraging you to keep going. And they're so proud of you. So lots of love for you, Nina. And somebody had a dream about X, and that is very common. I haven't dreamt about him personally, but I've talked to a lot of people that dream about him. You're very welcome, Nina. You're very welcome. You're very loved. Yesterday I had a dream of X, like was seeing things through the perspective of the shooter. Okay. And what was in his head shot him no matter what. I'm sorry. It just blurped in and blurped out. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm not really used to these live videos, and I'm extremely dyslexic. And so I get really nervous reading in public because I have to, concentrate a little too much. But yes, there has been a lot of dreams about X. X is working with a lot of people, and he's there. He's doing a lot of work on the other side, and there will be justice for him. Believe that, and in divinely justice or earth justice, both. It is a sad situation. Even with Junior, that is a very devastating situation. And it's also very devastating that, when you talked about tough times ahead, what do you mean? Dark secrets coming out for others like Bourdain. Well, everybody has darkness. Everybody has darkness. And this has been a common question I've been getting a lot about people's inner darkness, and we all carry that. And when we deny that we carry that, that's when that stuff gets bigger. So we have to face it head on. The demons are our own creation. We created them. And we have to face them and, know who they are, but know that you are the one that has authority over them. Nina says, sorry that you lost your daughter. I'm sorry that I lost my daughter, but on another way, it is the greatest word. I learned so much about myself, and I know that I'm so hard-headed that I probably wouldn't have gotten it any other way. And the only thing that I value in my life are my children, and to be able to give them up or give one up, to give your child up and give it to the hands of the unknown, that's a big thing. And that I had to know that she's okay. I have to know that she's at peace, and she is. And she's also with my father that passed when I was 13. And he had a hard transition crossing over to the other side and didn't fully cross until after my daughter passed away, and she helped him cross over into the light, because he was an addict and he died of an overdose. And that just was devastating to, he felt bad as a father. And, I'm not an addict because my dad was an addict. I don't do drugs because I know that I have that darkness in me that can become addicted and, hurt myself, which would hurt my family and hurt the others around me. So I've learned from his mistakes and I've taken them like my own. So, so I wouldn't have to create the same mistakes, even though that I'm full of error, even though that, I did a great video, but it got pulled down, and I'm trying to get some sort of message back out there for you guys that you can watch and that you can see that inspires you to keep moving. And that is the part of, that's what I do. I try to encourage everyone to keep moving forward, because life is beautiful. And, it's there to serve you. It's not against you, as you may think. It is there to serve you, to serve a purpose. Yes, a lot of people are going through their dark night because they need to prove to themselves that they are capable of making these changes. And they have to prove it to themselves first before they can pay it forward to the future, or, and heal the past, because the future is the past healed. And so we need to be concentrating on solutions. And I know that you have an innovative mind, an ingenious way of thinking, an ingenious way of doing things and creating new ideas. That's what we need, because the old system is falling, is going away. And so we need hope and inspiration. We need motivation. Right now we don't have leaders in our country. We don't have leaders to look up to. And, and we have very few leaders among the world to look up to. So leadership in our world is failing us, So that's when we have to lead ourselves. That's complete freedom. Freedom is when you don't have to follow someone else's lead. Freedom is when you take the lead. And with great freedom comes great responsibility. And you have to be willing to own your mistakes, own your failures, because that makes you who you are. Your strengths and your failures are still the same. They still make you human. And humans cannot be perfect. If they were perfect, then they could never escape being a human. It's like Spirit designed it where it can never be 100% perfect, so that we can choose to exit, And if it was a perfect world, we couldn't leave it. We would be stuck in it all the time. So imperfection is like a blessing in some way. So I see that I haven't got any questions. Hold on. Nina. I've had a very hard time because my father was expected to pass, but it just disappeared. But my mother is fine, or was fine. Miss Nina. Just put a heart or something, and then it'll pop back up where I can see it. Let's see if I just see. I don't know anything about technology. Let's see if I can see it. Okay. But my mother was fine. A week later, she passed, and it was a shock. Okay, so some people, when they pass, they decide to go through a painful process, and with cancer, a slow cancer or something like that. And that is actually to help the family around them to find closure while they pass. But, and then other people just, they done and they go like that. And then it takes longer to close. She was not expected to go. Yeah. But your father went, and that was more, he was sick? Is that correct? Was he like he knew he was going, but you had a little time to prepare, Nina, for his crossing? He was suffering from Parkinson's. Okay. So, and your mother went right after. I mean, I just feel like they were so close, you know. Um, yeah. Well, I feel that your parents are still together on the other side, and I feel that they have a deep love together. And I feel that they have this great bond. A week later, see, she left because he left. She couldn't see herself without him. She didn't want to be a part of a world that he didn't exist. And and she just, it's time to go because, I just don't want to be a part of. It was her deep love for him. It was hard for her to let him go. But she's sorry that it hurt you, and she loves you, and but she couldn't survive that grief. You need to understand that she could not survive the loss of her husband. And they hold each other's hand. She loved life, but sometimes when, like, I've been married for 18 years, and we were in a car accident. My husband broke his neck in 3 places, and he's a miracle that he's walking around and everything, but he's fine today. But at the time I thought he was going to die. And at the time I thought he was going to die. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to let him go yet. And we got him back together. We got him healthier, and he's back at work full time, and he's had no surgery. He's healed on his own, completely on his own. I mean, he has a little bit of issues with some tingling in his hand, but other than that, he's pretty good. And someone asked about their grandma, Tamia, I think. Yep, I see grandmother figure, Tamia, and it's like, I don't know, she's holding flowers. I don't know if she liked flowers, or she's holding like a bouquet of daisies for you, white daisies. And and she sends you much love. Hi, so glad to catch you live. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. Cesara. I hope I pronounced that right. Cesara. What a beautiful name. Very unique. I'm happy to be here. But Tamia, your grandma has flowers, and she's like this loving spirit. Sorry, she's a loving spirit, but you don't want to mess with this one. She could stand up for herself and put you in your place. Yeah, so she is with you also, and she sends you much love. And she probably gets on you a lot. So if you have this voice in your head, that probably sounds a little bit like your grandma, she's telling you what, if you should do something or if you shouldn't. And if you did something that you didn't like, you'll know it. You feel lost without them? Okay, Nina, I mean, just practice that heart meditation. Uh-oh. Had a spirit knock my stuff off. So, so now I'm just holding my phone. So, yeah, it's messing up. Yeah, I'm just having one of them days where nothing is going right, but everything's okay, though.
Oh, it's this way.
Yeah, they just flipped my phone. Well, your mother loves you, and yeah, y'all had a very karmic relationship that was played out through the family line. But the love is there. The love is pure. Even though that y'all had like differences on how you saw things, you know, but that basis of love is still there for you, Nina. But just message me and I will try to fit you in sometime. Again, my email is psychiclanna@gmail.com, and you can Facebook me at my fan page, Psychic Lanna, and you can, book now and catch me there. We'll be happy to give you an appointment. If you don't have Facebook, then just email me. And I have other ways to get in contact with me. I have my Instagram. My Instagram sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I'm sorry if you are on Instagram and you haven't, I haven't responded to you because, I'm on limited means right now. I'm just working with my phone. So until I get things situated and stuff here. So if there's not any more questions, then I'm going to, let this go until two Thursdays from now. Could you please contact my mom? She passed from cancer 7 years ago. We had a difficult relationship, but at the same time, she was the closest person to me. Sure, just email me. Thank you. You do not have, you're Anthony Bourdain fan? Well, Anthony is doing great, and he's healing like really good. And he's going to come back. I don't know when, but he's going to keep me up to date to also keep you up to date. But he is a lot more at peace every day, and he's a lot more lighter. So, I send him, I light him a candle. I light Kate a candle. I light X a candle. I light, Junior a candle. With every one of these spirits. And even you, I light you a candle every night to pull out that miracle that you might need. Light up that potential that will, keep you going. And I'm always available, and I will do my best to take care of you as soon as I can, as soon as I get to you. And know that I love you. And next time, and don't forget to look into heart meditations and get that centeredness so we can practice discernment, because that is the most important gift that Spirit gives you, is the gift of discernment. So Google search that, and I will see you lovelies later, and have a blessed and beautiful one. Namaste.